I'm Margaret Ellison, 64. For 10 years after my husband's sudden heart attack, I was the unspoken sponsor for my mother, Ruth, and my younger brother, Kyle. After Dad died, Ruth leaned on me the way kudzu claims a fence, slowly, thoroughly, without ever asking if the fence minded. From the outside, we looked devoted. Birthday brunches, group texts, Ruth's bridge club friends cooing about how Margaret takes such good care. Inside, I filled every crack between their desires and their discipline. Ruth called it temporary assistance. Kyle called it big sis perks. I called it obligation. I was mistaken. The asks began modest. A doctor visit copay here, a truck repair there. Then they deepened. Property tax shortfalls. Kyle's film projects that never filmed. Ruth's surprise expenses she never anticipated. I covered them. I picked up extra consulting as a retired nurse educator. Postponed travel. Dipped into retirement. I told myself family circles the wagons. I told myself equilibrium would come. It never arrived. The fracture wasn't explosive. It was a moment I walked in on. I'd arrived early for Sunday coffee with homemade muffins, my habitual quiet bailout. Through the slightly open sunroom door, I heard Ruth on speaker with Kyle. She'll keep wiring it. She always does. Margaret carries guilt from when we struggled after your father passed. Just mention the taxes again, and it appears. Kyle snorted. She thinks she's preserving the house for all of us. Let her. I stood in the foyer holding a warm basket of muffins bought with my consulting check, and felt something inside me solidify. Not wrath. Release. That night, I opened my banking app and stared at the scheduled transfers labeled Mom, Property Taxes, and Kyle, Buffer. I hovered over cancel. Then I tapped it. No declaration. No warning. I simply stopped. The silence lasted 52 days. Then the call came. Ruth's voice brittle. No hello. The property tax installment was returned unpaid. Your account must be frozen. My account is fine, I said evenly. I ended the auto payments. Dead air for 6 seconds. You ended them. I stopped funding your expenses. The torrent followed. Panic. Tears. Blame. Kyle snatched the phone. You're cutting us off now? With Mom's arthritis bills. I let him unload. Then said, your decisions, your outcomes. I'm done underwriting them. Ruth returned, weeping now, the finale she deployed when facts failed. You're abandoning us. After everything I endured raising you alone. Name one thing you've endured for me in the last decade, I said. Silence. Then the ultimatum. If you don't resume, we'll lose the house. Is that what you want? Your mother homeless? No, I said. But that's what happens when adults don't plan. I hung up. The aftermath was predictable. Guilt trips from aunts I rarely saw. A dramatic voicemail from Kyle vowing to finally launch the documentary this time. I blocked the sources that depleted me. Kept the rest. I redirected every dollar I'd been sending them into my own life. Travel fund. Home repairs I'd delayed. A long overdue hearing aid upgrade. The house entered delinquency 8 months later. Ruth relocated to a senior community apartment. Kyle took a night shift security job. Reliable, unglamorous. They manage. I thrive. Some evenings I sit on my porch swing, my own bungalow, my deed, and watch fireflies dance. They lost a daughter who bankrolled their comfort. I gained a life where no one presumes I'll shrink to fit their ease. Boundaries aren't abandonment. They are arrival. If you've ever quietly stopped subsidizing someone else's comfort at the cost of your own, type I stopped too below. Like, subscribe. These stories of choosing yourself might be the freedom you've been waiting for.